Hey everyone, Kathy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be painting two quick and simple, small but aesthetic paintings using the same combination of colors for both. So grab your paints and brushes or your favorite blanket as you sit back and relax in our little cozy creative space. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more videos like this in the future. Let's get to it. So the paint I'm using here is Mijello, and I'll be mixing up some colors with yellow deep, permanent red, peacock blue, and indigo. I'm blocking in the paper with a thick wash of yellow deep. Not the whole thing. I'm leaving this thin gap at the bottom for now and focusing on the top area of the painting because that's going to make up most of the sky. While the paper is still wet, I'm diving in with a brush loaded with a yellow and permanent red mix. And I'm just painting in this triangle shape, leaving that top half still mostly yellow. Again, before the painting dries, I'm going to lay down some dark blue-toned paint. So this is a mix of all four colors, but with an emphasis on the indigo and the peacock. So a lot of blue and just a tinge of the yellow and red and white. I'm flooding the sky with the color, just dragging it down from the top. And I'm tilting my paper to allow the paint to flow down naturally. And because I want to avoid surprise blooms, broccolis. I do not want to see any broccolis on my desk tonight, and tilting the paper at an angle is a good way to prevent them. So I'm brushing down some peacock blue and red across the bottom of that boundary between the dark blue and the yellow there, just to get some mingling of color in this evening sky. Using the same dark mixture, I'm just gonna drag my brush over the bottom area of the paper for the ground. And I'm dropping in some darker paint to suggest subtle details here and there, and also the mountains in the background, just a faint silhouette of them. Now for the second painting, I'm again using the same colors, but changing the ratio of the mixture so that a soft kind of blue-purple tone is the most prominent. So for the sky, it's a lot of the cobalt blue and indigo, plus permanent red, plus a bit of white, and just a hint of the yellow. And the ground has more of the red mixed into it, so it just kind of tilts over to that purple tone. I'm just going to paint wet on wet for the sky, painting over the first layer with the same colors, but darker, more of the indigo added. And I'm alternating between the tones as I go along, from this grayish blue to grayish purple to slightly yellow. I'm also painting around certain spots, leaving them light for this moonlit effect. For the ground, I'm using a dark indigo and red mixture, and I'm just using the tip of the brush to give the impression of an uneven ground. So I'm just dabbing lightly over the top. Just over the top there. So I'm just dabbing lightly over the top there. And I'm adding a dark red mixture and painting that over the ground as well to add a bit more color and variation and to prevent it from being too monotone. After it's dried, I'm actually just lifting off some of the ground with a small brush to give the impression of these flowers or dandelions that are glowing in the dark. With our first painting, I'm also adding a bit more color and super dark values to the sky because I want that top area to be pretty intense. For the final step, I added figures to both paintings and also some tiny moon and stars using some white gouache. And there you have it, 2 completely different paintings with the same colors. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you had fun because I sure did. Take care of yourself, take care of your box of sheep, and I'll see you in the next one.